coming up on Coastin' Through Europe.
Oh, I'm so excited.
That like knocked the wind out of me.
This is a million times better than it used to be.
It's one of the most well-themed roller coasters in the world.
This is one of like the best Euro rides I've ever ridden. My soul left my body.
This is how we exit?
Europe knows how to do parks. Yeah, they do.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the next exciting stop here in Coastin' Through Europe Season 3. We're at Hansa Park.
I know that this doesn't have like Voltron or Hyperion or anything, but Karnan has been a huge bucket list coaster for me. One, because it looks really cool. Two, because I'm tired of having to avoid spoilers. So finally, that is gonna be over. I probably, let's say like 30 minutes till I get on the ride. I don't know how long the line is. So if I could just survive 30 more minutes without anyone spoiling anything, will be great. So none of you say anything because I know some of you have ridden it already. Check out our squad.
We have so many people here. So Tanner went ahead and rode it already. He went yesterday, so what'd you think?
It was awesome. I'm wearing the shirt.
Yeah, I figured if you bought a shirt, you loved it. All
Your
right.
new favorite?
It's tied with Voltron. So
Tied with Voltron. All right. So we got most of the same gang from Europa Park, although Barbara's joining us all the way from the Czech Republic. You've been here before, right? You haven't? Oh, that's really awesome hearing your first reaction too. What are you most looking forward to?
Well, Karnan. This is my first German park, period.
Oh, that's right.
I was not at Europa Park.
Ooh.
So yeah, Karnan. It's going to be
very,
fantastic.
very exciting.
I don't
Well,
trust Tanner, though, so.
We're glad that you're able to join us, Brian, for this trip.
I'm very excited.
What are you guys looking forward to, besides Karnan?
Beer.
Beer.
And food. Actually food.
Lots of beer. Can we appreciate Gabby's like Karnan like bound right now? It's
I
kind
try.
of awesome.
I
I was going to say, it's giving Karnan vibes.
It's so good.
We also met up with a couple other friends from Germany. Hey, last time we saw you guys was like Movie Park in Phantasialand. You guys have been here before though, right?
Yeah, but about 3 years ago, so
That's
it's been
awesome.
some time.
So, what's your favorite here?
Nessie,
Nessie?
just a classic.
We will see what you guys think.
Yeah.
I love Karnan, but Nessie's just...
Very fair. And Robin, we just saw you at Thorpe Park.
Yeah, I'm back again with the same t-shirt.
I was gonna say we're matching.
Yeah.
I got the Ferrari rolled on. I like it. So, have you been here before?
Yes, 2 years ago.
2 years ago?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So, anything new for you?
Not really. I mean, for you it's gonna be Highlander.
Yeah, I would say Highlander's the big one that I haven't done.
Yeah, it's great.
Cool. Looking forward to it. And why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Ben.
Hi, Ben.
From Phantasialand. I've never been here before.
Ooh, awesome. So, are you most looking forward to Karnan or Novgorod? What do you think?
I'm really excited for both.
Excellent.
All right, I already love this park. They go out of their way to plant the date in flowers every day. Check this out. That is today's date. Freshly planted in flowers.
Awesome. Right here. 25/7.24.
It's so bright and sunny and wonderful. Now let's go ride a really scary dark themed coaster.
Excellent. So right away you can see some construction for what is set to be a brand new attraction for next year. It's rumored to be a dark ride, but we don't really know much about it, but clearly it's going to have like some sort of castle-like structure. Very, very impressive. I'm excited for whatever it ends up being. There it is.
Oh, I'm so excited. I usually don't love Gerstlauer. I only really like Monster and Hang Time, so I'm hoping this will be the best of the best, right?
Here we are, entering Karnan. It is listed as a 42-minute wait, which is very oddly specific.
It's already shorter than it was yesterday. I waited like right here yesterday.
Whoa. And how long was that line?
Over an hour.
All right, so for those unfamiliar, why don't you tell us the story of Karnan?
So Karnan was a fortification in Denmark, and they built this, the king built this to protect his land, to protect his riches. And when he became too greedy, he hired a builder to make this fortress unimpenetrable. So some dark magic was involved. They cursed the fortress with the oath of Karnan, and whoever tries to conquer that tower will forever be trapped in it. And now we're in a museum right now. We're trying to look at the Tower of Karnan, but maybe there's some kind of oath that we're going to be awaking that will kind of put us in a bad situation.
In letzter Zeit. Je tiefer wir in die Gänge vordringen, desto unheimlicher Dinge geschehen. Schränke.
After putting our loose items in the bin and going through the very unique loading process, we have successfully ridden Karnan.
It was very rewarding to finally get to do that. That was a huge bucket list coaster. I will say that, spoiler alerts ahead if you do not want to know, I didn't know for sure what the ride was going to do, but some jerk in the comment section when we announced the trip did say what it was going to do, and then Taylor very kindly lied his butt off and told me that it wasn't true, which I'm very grateful for. But,
you're welcome.
Thank you. But as soon as we stopped on the lift, I realized that it was true. And had that comment not been made, I would have assumed that we were just watching a show on the ceiling and then we were going to continue up. So if you're watching this, you suck. But anyway, the ride was fantastic. And still, even though once it stopped, I figured what was going to happen, it was still a crazy sensation. And I mean, I can't think of another ride that really does that on purpose.
It's the only one, yeah.
Yeah, and I've never had a proper rollback on a ride, so that's kind of, imagine what it feels like, because it's a surprise, when's it gonna happen? And that is easily the most intense Gerstlauer coaster I've ever done. It's probably between this and Smile are probably my two faves that I've done from Gerstlauer before. I'm just so impressed with all the thematics of everything and the storytelling. That part I knew nothing of. I had no idea that it was so well themed, and there was this really huge story behind it. I just thought it was a giant green coaster with a tower. I didn't know any of it, so that was really cool.
The theming with this is based off of an actual castle in Norway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's
really?
Yeah, it's so cool. I mean, obviously, they did a different interpretation of stuff. They say the castle's not been fully searched, so they don't know what's in it. When in reality, they have gone through the actual castle in Norway. But it's still very, very cool. It was just as good as I remember. Super intense. Definitely not as smooth as maybe some others, but I get it.
I was in a middle seat. I didn't think it was.
I was on an end seat, and I definitely felt it.
Okay. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't. And I'm usually one to be a little more sensitive to that stuff, so maybe you're just weak. Age is catching up to him.
No. Robin, how was your ride?
Oh, it was awesome. I mean, I did row 2, so you could get the front.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, you were very kind during the loading process. You got the front row and said you guys should take it.
I did it several times, so it wasn't a bummer, so...
Well, hey, we'll make sure you get the front row at some point today, for sure.
Of course. I mean, we were 12 people in the group.
I would say, the loading process with 12 people was definitely in our benefit.
Yeah, definitely. But I still like the ride. I had it worse in memory, but I thought it was pretty smooth.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, that's good to hear. How was your ride?
Oh, I love it. I gotta say, the left side on the outside is the best seat. That's the best seat for the whip on the non-inversion things. That does right after the tower, and the stingle dive right afterwards. The whip and that side is just...
So, Bryant, how was your first ever ride on Karnan?
So, roller coasters don't make me nervous anymore. A few do. This one absolutely did. I was actually terrified waiting in that front seat.
Were you also death gripping?
Yes, I was absolutely death gripping. I did know what it did. Spoiler, I looked it up 6 years ago. Never thinking I would actually get to ride it. I have a new favorite Gerstlauer.
Wow.
It's fantastic. The theming, top notch. Yeah, it's a little rattly in the valleys. Granted, I was in the middle seat. I can look past that. It's borderline top 25 for me.
That was stupid. I had no idea it was going to just hold us there. I was like, is something wrong? Why are we just completely 90 degrees in the dark? It's fine. It was crazy.
The
Think when you
stereo.
fell backwards.
I had something told me it was gonna do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then like we're just like, oh, the ride's over, and all of a sudden like,
Told
yeah, the spirit
the
of
little,
Karnan
like,
told me.
Jojo at the end, like, what?
Yeah.
So, anyone visiting here from the States, you have to have tight shoes that are secure on your feet. Shout out to Sarah from Coaster Studios for giving me her shoes.
I am currently wearing Jen's Birks.
Because Birkenstocks are not allowed.
And you can't take
put
them off
away.
and put them on the side or anything, which is interesting because like Voltron, you were able to.
Yeah,
but
but
here you can't. I don't know.
they did say that I can buy shoes.
Yeah, we
in
got 'em
this-
right here.
Yeah,
Yep,
how
right here.
I can buy
convenient.
shoes here.
So are you gonna buy shoes here?
I don't know. It's to be discussed.
We are gonna buy shoes. We're gonna buy Jen's shoes as a group because we all didn't know that.
Please finish the story of Karnan.
Yes, so Karnan, then we enter the tower, we enter the secret passageways that they always thought about they would find. And when we find the secret passageways, the kind of working space of the guy who built the tower, we then find out there is an oath, there is a curse. And this curse, when we enter the tower and try to flee from the curse, the dead king then visits us in the tower and tells us, you've attacked my tower, you will be here forevermore. And we then barely manage to escape this oath. And the effect that no one knows about, the backwards drop, is the souls trapped in the Karnan pulling us back down.
Whoa.
And then we escape. So,
That's kind of intense.
that is, but it's like a European storytelling.
Okay, so if you guys remember in the Alton Towers episode, we had Jamie so kindly brought us a range of snacks from the UK, ranging from stuff that he hated to stuff that he loved. Barbara over here is from the Czech Republic, and she brought a range of snacks as well. She prefaced this with, I hate these, so we're gonna try them.
All right.
All right, cheers everybody.
Yeah.
Thank you, Barbara.
Tanner already put his in now.
You did?
What are these?
Disgusting.
Yeah, already.
Barbara, why?
I already spit mine out.
What is it? Is it licorice?
That's better.
That's gone.
Now, to be fair, Barbara said she doesn't like them, so we're allowed to throw them away.
It tastes
Everyone's
great.
throwing it out.
Tastes great.
I'm eating it. I'm finishing it.
You're committed?
Yeah.
And are like,
Here we are, from one epic Gerstlauer to another. Flucht von Novgorod.
I feel like it's rare to find a park that has like basically an infinity and a
And a
Eurofighter.
Eurofighter.
That ride has the best test seat ever.
What the crap?
All right, we have Barbara's next treat. So this is the Czech Republic's take on Coke or Pepsi. That is her description, but she said she loves this one, so.
It's like less gassy.
Yeah.
yeah, I know.
It is like an orangey hint to it or
It's like
something.
an orange Tootsie
Or
Roll.
like, almost like, there's like a spiciness to it. I don't know what how to describe it.
Clove.
Ginger? I
You like
it
it?
a lot.
The first one, 0 out of 10. This, very good.
Everyone's telling me to put my finger in here.
What the hell?
Is it gonna hurt? Why do you do this stuff to me?
That was awesome.
Awesome?
I didn't know. I went in pretty blind. I didn't know where the launch was. Was not expecting it where it was. The dark portion was fantastic. We were saying, Karnan or this, we don't know.
It's a kind of a toss-up because the theming on Karnan was sick, but this like layout, the ride itself was just so much more thrilling in my opinion. It just had more going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, the launch, I had no idea it even had a launch. That caught me so by surprise, so much fun. I also, very nerdy enthusiast thing, but unlike the Eurofighters in the States, it had padding for your head.
Oh, yeah.
So when you hit the sides, it like didn't actually hurt, which like, it's a Eurofighter, it's gonna happen. You're gonna to go around, but it felt really nice. when
For
you hit
sure.
those
I would
sides.
say the only It's like a 3-part ride.
Yeah.
The launch, awesome. The first airtime hill, fantastic. The outdoor portion though is just okay, and then you get to the Eurofighter portion, and then it's like all in the dark.
Now that you've all enjoyed it, please exit directly to your left.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
What? This is how we exit?
Yes, please exit to your left.
Is this really an exit?
Yes, please exit to your left.
It's a slide! Europe knows how to do parks, man.
Yeah, they do. I'll give you a push.
She screamed louder on the slide than on Novgorod.
Wait, whoa, what?
Yeah, pick a side.
Okay.
What is this place?
It's like, why?
Where the hell are... What?
What is going on?
It's still...
We're just in a cave now. Awesome.
Pretty, look at the stones.
Ooh.
That actually might low-key be more fun than Karnan.
Wow.
I don't know. It's okay. So I much prefer like not having over-the-shoulder restraints, but that launch, Gerstlauer launches,
So good.
crazy. They're so good. It reminded me of like Anubis. That what was the other one we did? Like Gerstlauer. They had a crazy punchy launch, and that like makes the ride.
Far Up Summerland.
Far Up Summerland.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you. Lynette. Yes. And like, I love that it had a dark ride section. That was very cool. I don't know. I might like it better. It's so good.
The launch feels like a hydraulic launch on this, but it's a magnetic launch, and I don't know
know how it's that punchy. It's literally like I don't think I was expecting it. I just was like, I need Advil.
It's one of the fastest accelerations in the world.
I believe it.
I believe that.
Wait, the one we just did?
That's literally one of the fastest accelerating launches.
Wait, but it's not an intimate.
It's not Gerstlauer. I also think it's funny how the exit for this ride is this gift shop that puts you way back over here towards Karnan, when the entrance for it, the entrance is all the way down there. It's like not even remotely close to the entrance to the ride.
I think it's supposed to feel like we're in like Spain here or something.
Yeah,
So-
literally the first time I got off this, I would walk through the gift shop, I was like, where am I?
What Oh my gosh.
I don't know.
All right, some of us are getting pizza for lunch. I got margarita. There's a Hawaiian pizza here. No.
Shame.
Another margarita. See, it's the people who are from the Northeast that know that pineapple does not belong on pizza.
I do judge you, but if you get it, that's fine. It's the wrong call. We in the Northeast know pizza.
So, how are you liking Hansa Park?
I'm not surprised that it's like beautiful, but I'm surprised at how beautiful it is. I guess I like, we were just at Europa Park and I'm like, okay, well, it's not gonna, like, whatever I go to next, it's not gonna be as good. And like, obviously it's not on Europa Park level, but it's not overly far off. Like, it's not as big, but everything we have is so well done.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's all, and it has at least somewhat of a cohesiveness to it, where like, yes, there are like different areas of the park, but it all has this kind of Gothic German theme, right? It's great.
Yeah, I would say one thing that has stood out to me in being back here is the park is smaller than I remember. Like, it really is not a huge park. Like, we haven't even been through everything yet, but we've certainly been through the main parts of it, and it is not a long walk to get from like one attraction to another.
I know, yeah, they're like, oh, let's go eat at this one place, and I'm like, where is it? They're like, oh, it's on the other side of the park. I'm like, why would we do that? Why wouldn't we pick somewhere over here? They're like, it's like a 3-minute walk. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, exactly.
Really?
Which is a big difference from Europa Park, where it's literally enormous. Like, insane to get from the front to the back. We're gonna go do Nessie, which, first of all, love the crossover with the two roller coasters here. But second of all, since the last time I was here, they may not have added a roller coaster. However, they have added a ton of theming to Nessie, which we're gonna get to see. They built this whole station building with this like stone rock work. I remember it used to be just like a essentially portable platform, like something you'd find at like a fair, and now it's just beautiful looking. Wow. This is a million times better than it used to be.
It used to look like, but it's beautiful.
Think Colossus the Fire Dragon, how it was a portable platform. Like,
oh, that was
it was like pathetic. Yeah, this looks completely different.
This is a good example of what I said. There's like a cohesive theme. It's all like castles and medieval. It's awesome.
That was awesome.
Again, when you have the lap bar on a classic Schwarzkopf, they are some of the smoothest, most comfortable rides ever. The loops pull so many positive G's, and you don't have anything crushing your shoulders. Ha ha ha.
Like the last Schwarzkopf we rode. Yeah.
Yeah. No, that was great, and I loved. At the end, we obviously can't film on right here, but there's like everything here is really, really dark for the most part, like dark themed. But there's like this cute little thing of like Nessie like projected on the wall, and it's just like adorable, and it doesn't really fit the vibe here, but I like it.
Yeah, the best part is there's a drop off of the turnaround where in the back you just get launched. That was
crazy
nuts.
airtime, and there was like a bit going into the brakes too.
Yeah.
Like into that tunnel that stopped you.
For sure.
Oh my gosh, I loved it. I love Schwarzkopf. I will ride every Schwarzkopf.
What'd you say?
Schwarzkopf.
Oh, no.
You liked it.
I liked it a lot. It was very good, very smooth. That airtime hill, insane, super intense. Not intense, but floaty and fun. I don't know. I love it.
Okay, first of all, I think my favorite part was the view on the lift hill of the Baltic Sea.
Yes.
Sick.
And Karnan.
So pretty.
I don't know if you noticed Karnan was there too.
Tanner noticed Karnan.
Oh, I did. That's what I was looking at. I didn't even notice the sea.
I didn't notice the sea either. I was looking at the coast. Oh my gosh, it was beautiful.
Find a balance.
And in my defense, I was covering my eyes. It was so bright.
I will say it was a lot smoother than I thought it was going to be, so that was a pleasant surprise. And it was a classic Schwarzkopf. No, wait, I said it wrong.
No, you got it right.
No, she said it wrong.
She said it wrong. How do you say Schwarzkopf?
Schwarzkopf.
Yeah. It was a classic.
Oh, they're German. Don't listen to them.
It was a classic Schwarzkopf loop.
When they added Highlander, they completely redid this area, so the kids coaster now has a new name. It's called the Royal Scotsman. And again, just keeping with the rockwork consistency, they built the drop tower in the middle of Nessie's Helix. Look at that.
I kind of wonder how many people have like gotten in line for Highlander thinking it was the Vekoma family coaster. Like how many little kids have ridden this drop tower thinking it was the little kid coaster.
Here we go. And watching this thing go is a very, very long cycle. And the seats tilt at the top and they remain tilted as you're dropping. It's about to be nuts.
This is literally the Orlando freak.
Yeah. Same manufacturer, same style.
Hi, Barbara.
Are you filming?
Yeah.
Hello guys, welcome to Coaster Studios. We are now going to watch this weird talent at Dorney Park girl, Tanner Tucker, and maybe Taylor Bybee if we're lucky enough to get any of Taylor Bybee in this. My boyfriend.
What are you doing? Your boyfriend.
My boyfriend. Gabby is our wonderful cameraman today, and we got. And we have beer.
And we have beer.
When in Rome, or whatever they say.
We're in Germany.
When in Germany, Prost.
Prost. All right, what'd you think?
That's tall. I will say, I think that it's really cool how there's like music synced up with it, but I think that it waits at the top for too long because it's like, it feels like it's unnecessarily long, like where the music just cuts out and then you're just like, did it break? I don't know, maybe that was the point, but like the drop is really, really good. Yeah, and the tilt thing, awesome.
My soul left my body. That was awesome.
So, yes, I was very terrified. But I'm a very big view guy, the view of the Baltic Sea. And literally, you're so high up, you see the roof of Karnan.
Yeah.
And Karnan is a giant roller coaster. I survived. It was great. I'm still shaking a little bit, but well worth it.
One other thing I'll add, this is a really slow loading process, and because the cycle time is so long, it is clear that this ride was not designed for capacity. That line moves very, very slowly. But then again, that's also the general vibe of this whole park. The lines here just move slowly.
Like if you're somebody that wants to like ride Karnan and Novgorod several times. Like I did 2 days, and I would have been screwed if I didn't do yesterday too, because like came over here mainly for Karnan. Like that was like my big bucket list ride, and if I would have spent 1 day, I would have gotten to ride it like 2 or 3 times. Yeah. So like I am so glad I spent a second day here because I'm getting more out of it, because the lines here do not move. The effects and all that with the rides make the lines move so short.
It's also the summer
really
season.
Cool
Yeah, the summer season means a lot more kids here, so that's also why. Here we are, we're back. Round number 2. Says 50-minute wait, which is pretty much the same as what we did last time. And here's the end of our line, right under the stone archway. So yeah, we've got a minute. Barbara gave us another snack. It's like a chocolate wafer.
It's Barbara snack number 3.
Does
I like it.
like the last thing?
Okay, this is by far the best one.
Excellent. It looks good.
Very, very good.
I like that.
Yeah.
Karnan round 2. Gabby, you said you had some updated thoughts.
Yeah, I have a totally newfound respect for this ride. I'm not gonna lie, when I first rode it, I was like, okay, that's like, it was fine. I sat in the front row this time, and so it was a completely new experience. I felt more immersed in the experience. The views were much better. I was on the end, so it was like a little bit more rattly, but and it was running faster too, I think, which helped.
So much faster.
Yeah, faster than this morning.
That like knocked the wind out of me.
I hate to say this, but I agree with Tanner Tucker about a roller coaster. I really think that is one of 20 best roller coasters that I've ever been on.
Tanner was right.
I'm always right.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
You said that before. You're like, we always disagree with Tanner, and then 4 years later, we realize he's right. I've literally heard Taylor Vibey say that.
Never said that.
No, wrong.
I will say, my biggest quarrel with the ride is one. Actually, I have 2. One, the gimmick is so cool. I love it. I love the trick. But time-wise, it is very weird.
Well, yeah, you have to wait for the chain dog to come all the way down?
Gerstlauer uses like a catch car kind of
So
thing.
it literally has to like switch chains, and like someone explained it. I don't know, but it just takes a while. So if you don't know mechanically what's going on, you're like,
we're still here.
what the hell are we doing here? Like, minor, but it does lose a bit of speed at the end.
I agree with that.
Like, it's going like, it's like so fast, and it pretty drastically slows down. Like, it's not as much of a
For the last 2 curves.
Yeah, but other than that, like the whole, up until then, it's literally like, you said your face flapped. You were supposed to
Whoa! Bringing back old times.
I had to close my mouth because I felt it flapping.
Wait, you gotta, is that how I do it?
Wow.
Hey, that was the face. Jen, how's your ride?
It was really good. I like it a lot more than I did this morning.
Good.
It was running a lot faster. When we sat on like that fake brake run, it was like very long last time, and it kind of rolled through this time, which I think made the experience like a lot more fun.
Yeah.
But
Good.
I truly think it's one of the most well-themed roller coasters in the world. Like,
the soundtrack is so good.
The presentation is
Like, yeah.
unbelievable. Like, it really puts you in the correct mood for like that surprise. I don't want to spoil it. I don't know if it's already been
just
spoiled.
talked about
It's literally
Anyway, it really puts you in the mood for that drop. I'm in love.
How was ride number 2?
That was warmed up. That was way more intense than this morning, I think.
I agree.
Yeah, loved it.
Yeah, it ran way faster, and I just measured the forces with my Apple Watch. We got 4.1 Gs and minus 1.1.
Where were each of those moments?
4.1 in the first.
Probably bottom of the
first
drop.
valley, yeah.
Yeah.
And minus 1.15 is the air terminal back there.
Makes sense.
I could definitely feel that. So
Yeah. And in case you forgot, Hansa Park is literally on the edge of the Baltic Sea. There it is. Look how beautiful that is. The audacity of them to build a 200-foot hypercoaster, but have it completely enclosed so you can't get a view of the water. Go figure. So over here on the other side of Karnan, there used to be a very unique pendulum ride that was themed to a bell that has since been taken out. Very, very sad. I never actually rode it, but it looked really cool. One of the more unique attractions that was here, but also they still have some really fun and odd, quirky things that you wouldn't find in other countries. So there's a bunch of children's rides down here, and then the pathway just turns to dirt, and you can just walk along this back section up against the trees. You see the far side of Karnan's layout. People are just walking their dogs because you can bring your dogs in here. Just very, very interesting because this doesn't feel like a main path at all. It feels like a backstage area. This place really emptied out. like either they're all in line for Karnan or everyone left. Short wait for the mine train here over by Nessie. Jen and I are doing back row. How was your ride?
It was great. I high-fived a kid.
What? You high-fived someone?
So did I. It was probably the same kid.
I think so. He was
So
like,
when you sit in the left side, there's just a guy with his arm outstretched.
just high-fiving.
Because clearance just isn't a thing, I guess.
Also, that was like a stupid, intense little mine train.
Yeah, I'm gonna have some bruises in places I didn't think I'd ever have bruises, but that's okay.
So on our ride, it was timed perfectly with Nessie going through the loop. So we were literally going into the loop as Nessie was going over.
That is awesome.
That was honestly unreal mine train experience. We high-fived the same kid too.
All right, this park map is just ridiculous. Look how tall they made Highlander look. Like, I know it's actually that tall, but it is by far the most prominent thing on the map. One last time, we are entering the queue for Karnan, so this will mean 3 rides on the attraction for the day, which, considering the long wait times, I would say is not too bad. And this is easily the shortest wait time that we've had thus far. We're like walking through all this. We waited in all of this. So, lap number 3 on Karnan, our last ride for the day. The park is now closed. Fantastic conclusion to what was, relatively speaking, a great day. You know, despite the lines, we made the most of it.
Yeah, like, I don't know if I already mentioned this. Memory's not that great. But I do wish I had more time to kind of explore more of, like, the smaller attractions and stuff. But such is life, you know, it's summer in Europe, it's busy, it's to be expected. So, and if they had a fast pass option, I think we probably would have gone for it.
That is fair. There are no fast pass options for here. Everyone just has to wait in the same line.
Which, you know, I honestly appreciate some of the parks do that sometimes.
Yeah.
But that's more like when it's a park that I go to all the time. When it's a park that I go to like for one day, I'm like, darn, I wish there was a fast pass.
Yeah,
But it's all good. It's all good. But I got to do the opposite of my other rides. My first 2 rides were middle, front. I got an end in the very back row, which was definitely a different experience for a few reasons. Outside seat does have a little bit more of like to it, but it's not bad. Like, I didn't think I wasn't like, ow. You know what I mean? It was kind of just there.
Yep.
Whatever. The drop, or like being on the lift, in the back, is kind of terrifying if you make the same mistake that I did by turning around and looking down that shaft. Oh my God, I almost started to freak out when I was like, oh my gosh, there's just a 200-foot shaft into darkness below me right now. Holy cow.
Yeah, that's one way to experience it. I did front row with Tim, and first of all, I had a realization that the screen effect that's on the ceiling is really only visible if you're in the front row. When you sit in the other rows, your view is obstructed by the back of the seats. And then also, I know it's in German, but you can't tell at all what he's saying because it's so echoey. So like, we're talking to people who even speak the language, and they're like, I have no idea what he's saying. Like, you just can't tell. But
probably like, your souls are mine.
Something like that, literally. And then after the drop, we were just sitting there for so long, not doing anything. So I made the most of it, and I did some crunches. You know, just like we're laying on our back, so I'm just doing some sit-ups. You know? As for the actual layout, I think that the front is the best for the speed, but the back also has its pros.
Well, back left, there was one part that you whipped so unbelievably hard that I did not feel. Now, that could have been because I was in the middle. It might not have nothing to do with being in the front, but being in the back left, that whip was crazy.
Yeah.
You know what part I'm talking about?
I think so, yeah. Karnan, after you do like the high points, it just stays so low to the ground. It's just like throwing you about.
Reminds me of Maverick.
Yeah. The high points feel like Hannibal.
Yeah.
Like, I was thinking about like what rides would I really compare this to? And honestly, it's probably Cannibal at Lagoon. because
Yeah.
they both are hyper coasters with at least an inversion, some really high moments, and a really, really steep drop with some sort of vertical element. In Karnan's case, it's a vertical lift hill. In Cannibal's case, it's an elevator lift. So I like both for different reasons. Karnan is definitely more intense. Cannibal is smoother and probably more comfortable overall. So
Yeah.
depends what you're into. And as we're at the front, here's another look at the new for 2025 dark ride. At least that is what we assume. Again, as of when this video is being recorded, the official announcement has not been made, but that is sure to be a great figure because they really need a dark ride, and I like this right at the front of the park. We made it to the gift shop at the front of the park. They have some nice merchandise, including this.
It's coming home with us,
The-
right?
Yeah, look at this. Oh my gosh, that looks awesome.
Yeah.
With the building and everything?
That's gonna need to be a thing.
That is so sick. This is the main Karnan shirt that they're selling, which is definitely neat. They also have it in hat form. It's just very busy. There's a lot on the front. They also have it in like pullover form. So here we are outside the park. Gabby, how was your day?
It was fantastic. It was such a cute little cozy park with just like enough time for us to ride a few rides, but also get to just sit and enjoy. And I really had a great time.
Good, I'm glad.
Yeah.
How was your day?
It was great.
I love this.
It's my heart, and it will go on. I'll be back in 4 weeks.
Robin?
Yeah, in the end, I expected the waiting times to be worse, but I mean, we did almost everything, so we had a great time, I guess.
Good. And we're glad you're able to make it. You won't be joining us for
Yeah,
Hansa Park
no,
tomorrow, but
we
it was good to see you again. Tanner?
I had a great time.
How many rides on Karnan did you get?
I got 7 total, but I was here for 2 days, and only 3 on Novgorod. So if you're someone like me who likes to get several rides in to really take it in, you may want to look into doing 2 days
Well,
because the rides are so low capacity.
I was going to say,
But they're awesome.
The biggest problem with this park definitely is capacity.
Yeah.
How was your day, Jen?
It was great. It was great. A lot of great rides. I wasn't expecting too much out of the park based off of the types of rides they had, but I was really impressed.
Good beer.
Good beer.
What do you think, Brian?
My appreciation for European parks is continuing to grow. This is my 4th one ever. It's delightful. I need to go to more.
It really was a great visit. I think if I could give a piece of advice, I would say try to avoid the summer crowds if you can. I mean, we were here on a Thursday, but, you know, if you can come when maybe the weather conditions aren't as desirable, so then less people show up, or maybe, I don't know, while schools are still in session, I think that would really help because the lines do get long.
The thing is, the queues are so beautiful that you don't mind waiting as much. So I had a great time regardless, and I would absolutely come back. I would love to do the dark ride whenever it's done, and I'd like to get the couple of coasters that I missed and do some more rides in Karnan and Flucht Von Novogorod. Great time.
I definitely agree. So let's make the drive down to Hamburg, Germany. We'll go walk around the city a little bit, get some dinner, and then head over to Miniatur Wunderland. Some beautiful views there of Hamburg, Germany. It's about 10:30 at night, and we're about to start our next activity.
I just want to talk about the fact really quick that theme parks close at like 6 p.m., but museums are open till 1 a.m. What is up with that?
Can we maybe have a balance?
I don't know.
maybe?
Educational purposes.
We're going to Miniatur Wunderland, which is supposed to be incredible, but we've never done it before, so we're going to have someone talk about it who has done it before. Tim's joining us.
I'm back. Hi.
Tim, what are we about to do?
We are about to go to Miniatur Wunderland, which is a pretty famous tourist attraction in Hamburg. You have like rooms full of miniature mountains, trains. They have a miniature airport with planes going and everything. So it's gonna be pretty amazing.
And you said it's huge.
It's big. Yeah, I spent hours there last time.
Whoa. This is awesome. Look at this. They have an actual German fair. Look at that. There's a booster. There's a top spin. I see a model of like a Schwarzkopf.
This is so cool.
This is amazing. Look at it go. I wish it was real speed.
You're gonna keep saying, wait till you see, wait till you see, wait till you see.
I wish we went on that one.
This is amazing. This log flume has actual water in it. Oh, wow. Yeah, it just drained.
Now, hold on. I hit the button. There you go.
Whoa. That's so sick. Whoa.
Oh my god, it actually has a catch part too.
There's a little dark ride. This entire section is dedicated to Switzerland.
Whoa.
What? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, this is about right.
Holy crap.
Yeah, you've been here.
There is an actual cruise ship moving, like sailing down the water. Oh my gosh. This is an absolutely massive airport model. All this, that's like the terminal. And here's all these planes. And then the runway's over here. What the heck? Here's Rome. You see the Colosseum right there. Wow. This whole display right here is massive. Look at this. And here's Venice. Wow. I'm literally speechless through this whole thing. Speechless.
Yeah, I am in awe. I had no idea what we were getting into. This is amazing.
I did have an idea of what we're getting into, and my expectations are still exceeded.
Yeah, it's even interactive. That's like the coolest thing. I mean, it's one thing to just see all the little moving pieces, but to have like little
Buttons,
controls
yeah.
to do things with, it really makes it super immersive and exciting.
Hey, we were just there a few days ago.
Where's the Mauer?
I know, yeah. This is Bayern. Yeah.
Free Schwitz.
Wow, this is unbelievable.
Ready.
That was an incredible visit. Like, this is a must-do if you're in the Hamburg area. I am blown away by it.
I absolutely loved it. I love anything that has to do with like small models, and to have this massive museum where you can see like so many different countries and stuff around the world. Absolutely amazing.
The level of detail is nuts. What do you guys think?
The scale was just absolutely insane. I mean, you know, Tim was saying like, oh, you might need like 3 hours here, and we're all like, no, we don't. Like, what are you talking about? And yeah, we spent.
You totally could.
And
Absolutely.
it flew by. We
spent a good 2 hours.
Yeah. The mechanics behind every little intricate detail was insane. Like there's an airport and planes literally take off and then they land and then they go to their own gate. It's like, it's crazy.
All of it was so good. The detail was incredible. In the one model, you hit a button and it opens so you can watch like the opera. And there was houses and there were like minions in it and 101 Dalmatians and like all these little hidden Easter eggs that like, yeah, you had to really be paying attention. There were so many hidden like tiny details.
I told you guys, it's just incredible.
Yeah.
It's just they expand every year. It's just amazing.
I could literally spend a whole day in just one room and like really paying attention to all the little things.
Yeah.
Totally.
The airport alone.
But not tonight because I want to go to bed.
It is after midnight, so we're going to go ahead and walk back to our hotel. But tomorrow we are at Hansa Park, which is our last theme park in Germany. So it's going to be a really, really good stop. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this one. And of course, make sure to stay tuned for more here at Coaster Studios. And we'll see you next time.
Next up on Coasting Through Europe.
Look at that beauty.
This freaking coaster is themed to torture.
Oh my.
Thank you for doing that. I was thinking it.
They might as well just call this an observation tower.
This is getting really weird.